got water coming in right there, about halfway down the roof right here.
You can see it?
You can see there's a crack in between the boards, and then you can see how it looks like it's wet right there.
Could you get it with this camera if you don't mind? Thank you.
Is it on video?
Yes.
Okay. Right there. I was just kind of shining my light on it. Maybe you can see it. Right there's the crack where the water's coming in. That joist looks like it may have moved over. Yeah, it looks like it has moved some, because that brown part is where the joist I think is supposed to be, but that's where the water's coming in. On this side here, let's see what we got over here. Okay, there's lots of water damage you can see on the end of the roof rafters. Where it starts at, I'm gonna try and find out now. There's a hole in there. Okay, there's a ceiling right here that's sinking into your kitchen. It's separated from the ceiling joists, and that's caused by the shifting of the house. But yeah, it's all right here where that wall caved in down there in the basement there.
Yeah.
There you go. That's where all the water damage is. And it looks like it's just right down on the end towards the bottom of the roof where the damage is happening, where the water's coming in.
Yeah.
Because there's no real signs of water up high towards the peak there. There's no signs of, like I said, that halfway down is where the water starts right there. It shows. And then over here, it's all towards the end of the bottom of the roof.
Okay. So like pulling?
Yeah, so it's coming down into the house from over here and then back in this way.
Okay.
Onto your ceiling. So I mean the water's just gonna like maybe 6 or a foot back this far is about where the water's coming in from the roof. And I'm sure the roof was probably holding up, but since it shifted, that's what's causing it to have that leak. But this is, you know, the light probably was holding this piece up.
Yeah, because that whole thing filled with water.
Yeah, but this, man, this don't look like it didn't look like it had any kind of nails on it. You'll see it in the video, but I mean, you can see the 2 inches of gap between the ceiling and the ceiling joist. You know,
So it's just sitting there.
So yeah, I mean, it's floating right now, and what's holding it up is what nails that's holding it up against that wall, and maybe over here. But I didn't really see any kind of even nails sticking up through here to be holding that up in the first place.
Wow.
You know, and that's why it came down so easy, I think. If it, you know, if it had some nails on it, it probably wouldn't have separated like that. But yeah, this, I mean.
And that's another thing I find interesting. He's very willing to fix this in the outside, but he still doesn't want to touch the basement, which is obviously the worst problem.
Yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, dude, if the city were to come and look at that.
You think they would condemn it?
Yeah, I do.
That's what I was
They
feeling.
condemned my house, the house I was living in, because of part of the reasons for condemning it, because of the cracks that were in the wall, the foundation wall.
Yeah.
And they were 1/8 inch wide, you know, just little cracks in between the blocks or the rocks that were there. And that was part of the reason for condemning. I mean, you know, I hate to say this is all in my past life, but they, you know, they did a no-knock raid on my house. I had a bunch of, you know, shady people living there and everything. And my cousin was there, he little gangster, right? I was trying to help him out. that stolen car in front, you know. Somehow the cops came and they towed that away, then pretty soon they're knocking my door down, you know. But, you know, they knew whatever they're looking for, trying to get, they didn't get, you know, so they condemned my house. So I had to get out of there, you know, and everything that they put on there was all a bunch of bullshit, you know. But the one thing that they did put in there that was right about it was the cracks in the foundation, you know, and
They get you any way they can.
yeah, they don't get what they want, so they, you know, they get you out somehow, you know, but they pretty nice shape. Yeah, I got down there, you know, the city here was come looking at it, I would be in the house because of that. Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to just get worse, and I was telling your son listening to me, Michael, well, what I should do is get something under there to help it out for now, that way it don't get any worse than what it is. But to actually fix it, it's going to take a lot, you have to tear out all that concrete of the sidewalk back there, all that, come out of that beginning, but, and pretty much just replace the whole wall. With one solid wall out of concrete, with the rebar in and everything in the foundation of the footer, and you can hold all that up, you know. Good lot of work, because part of it had to be done from inside of underneath that crawl space, you know, it's tight quarters to work in. We do a lot of work from the outside, which would help us out, you know, as far as getting the work done, make it a little bit easier. But I mean, it's happening all around the house. You know, this the water, the corner that comes in over here, from that corner back over to this right here where that door changes. The foundation's coming away from this part here, so it's kind of, you know, you got a wall coming in here, and then you got this wall here. So this is kind of leaning that way because it's sunk on that end over there. So it's pulling away from the foundation, so it's not really. Yeah, there's that over there, there's nothing underneath that wall right there holding it up. And that's, you know, the outside of the house, that's the, holding all the weight on the floor. You know, everything that you got here, you know, is all on that. You know, it has some bearing on that. And with gravity and everything, with the water and the winter coming on, it's just going to get worse. So like I was telling him, we could come in and put something in to brace it up and keep it from getting worse, because eventually the floor is going to break, you know, because it's going to have moved so much. I mean, it's moved a lot already.